Shalom. First, want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. And this is going to be some reading on Sirach 12, getting on Esau Edom, the so-called white man, because he's never to be trusted. He's a slithering, lying piece of crap, you know? And the scriptures warns us about this damn devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's never going to change. He's always going to be the filthy, sleazy eater he is. And our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, get caught up into this devil's hypnosis, thinking, oh, he's a nice guy. He could be trusted. It's the complete opposite, man. You can never let your guard down around this man or woman. The Edomite man, woman, or child are the biggest liars on the planet, man. The scriptures say they go from the womb speaking lies. So this man's a humongous liar, man, child, and woman. So we're going to get some precepts on this. This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So yeah, here it is. The scripture is warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to never trust thine enemy. And our number one enemy is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Once you go into Psalms 83, it tells us he's our enemy, and he's our enemy, and it's never going to change. Until this man is officially, deleted off the face of the earth, he's always going to be our enemy, man. He's no longer our brother, contrary to what you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans believe. This motherfucker broke the brotherly covenant, and it ain't never coming back. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware him. Beware this devil once he start humbling himself down, being all nice and polite, soft voice, soft words. That's when you really lock in, because this devil is trying to get your guard down, man. So you watch out for this piece of shit. You keep eyes on him. You lock in on him. It says, and thou shalt be good, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped his. Let me just read that over. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So yeah, no matter what, you can't get the wickedness, roughly paraphrasing, or making it in layman's terms like that. You can't wipe the evil off of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He still is that same rusty, evil, lying devil, man. Just because he humbled himself, he got puffy red eyes, he telling you all the sweet words you want to hear, the calm and smooth words, I'm going to sign a treaty with you, oh, this is your land, and we all deserve to share it, but this is yours, and we're just visitors here. And now look at the so-called Native Americans, man, on reservations, sick, not from knowing who they are, spiritually sick, and they're just a bunch of fucking alcoholics and druggies now, man, on these reservations, conquered on the land that you came and, took over, Babylon, America. And now you're being thrown in jails, prisons, women being kidnapped, murdered, sex trafficked, raped, all because you took trust and bow down to this devil, man, Esau Edom. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand. Yeah, don't let this devil anywhere around you, man. It says, lest he seek to take thy seat. Because, yeah, he's going to look to take thy seat. He's going to stand in your place like he's doing today. You know, those 1948ers, you know, with the B declaration. You know, they've read narrow asses is in the land of Israel right now, man. Standing in our place, taking our seat, saying they're the people. You know, which was all started by the Rothschilds, man. You know, Sleazy E is trying to slide in there to get that birthright, but it's not going to happen, man, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua set all this up, and he sees you devils, man. It says, and thou at thy last remember my words and be pricked therewith. So you got to remember these words of these scriptures. It's telling you, man, don't let this man nowhere around you. He's looking to take you over, you know, overthrow you and put you to death, man. But you so-called Negro, Latinos, or Native Americans get to smiling and actually believe he's a changed man. But he ain't never changed and never will. Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Or such any as come nigh wild beasts? So who's going to pity someone who's got bitten by a snake? You've been playing with a snake all day. You know? You're like, hey, that's what you get. You know, eventually you knew it was going to happen. Or you playing around, or you walking around wild beast. You know you're going to get attacked, man. And that's what Jake is doing to this day, man. Still playing with this serpent. Esau, Edom. You know? Or it's equivalent to you laying around a bunch of pack of hungry lions, man. Your ass is going to get eaten and killed, man. It's just that simple. It says, verse 14, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and sins, who will pity? So yeah, just like if you hang out with a sinner all the time, who's always sinning, a wicked ass nigga, a wicked ass 2/3, and now you all of a sudden, you know, you see this nigga eating all kind of abominable foods, and now you eating the abominable foods. You can't blame nobody but yourself, man, for hanging out with this wicked ass nigga all the time. You know? Now you sinning. Now you smoking gauze. You know? You commit adultery. So nobody could pity you, man. You know, nobody could pity you. Verse 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Yeah, he will abide with you, making it seem like he's with you. But if you begin to fall, he will not tarry. He's not going to wait, man. He's going to pounce on your ass. You know? Take you down right at your weakest, man. When your back is turned, when he think he got you all in his hypnosis, you know, he's going to stick that knife in your back, man, and in your stomach, man. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart or his mind he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yeah, he wants you fully destroyed out of the picture, man. And he's done a great job with you so-called Negro Latinos or Native Americans, man. Spoke sweetly, get up there in his suits, you know, tell you how much he love you, how much you're an American, how much your illegals are welcome. And then you get over here and he's a whole damn demon, man. Locking you up in jails, prison houses, rounding you up, sending your ass off to Africa, talking about you an illegal, you know, shooting you, killing you in the streets with his police force. So this man is full of shit, man. And your enemy speak sweetly, with them lips, man. Because if he comes at you angry, you niggas gonna get alarmed and upset. But if he talk nice and sweet to you, you niggas ain't gonna have a clue, man. He's gonna slide right on in there, and before you know it, that noose is around your neck, and you swinging from a damn tree or being pulled behind a damn pickup truck, man. Get your ass in them court systems and talk nice to you. In them interrogation rooms, talk nice to you. The whole time, we like, yeah, we trying to get this nigga for murder. Even if he didn't do it. This nigga finna go up the river, man. But yet, our people keep falling for it, man. And they gonna keep falling for it until the damn missiles drop. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Before I get out of here, man, I pray this video was edifying to the elect. Hang on, man. It's about to turn up again with this Iran war that's going on in U.S. and Israel, man. So stay prayed up, watch and pray. And before I get out of here, let me give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.